Alright guys, welcome. So in this video today, it's the first official, episode of the Chill Commentary. Every single Sunday, I'm going to be uploading one of these where I talk about any topic, Destiny, YouTube, or just life in general. So today, we're going to be talking about if Destiny will ever go competitive. So at any point in time, is Destiny going to be in any place associated with gamer battles or game battles, MLG, etc.? Is it going to become a competitive game? A lot of people, including myself, for a long time have been trying to make this game as competitive as possible. That's kind of where Sweaties started up. If you guys didn't know how Sweaties started, initially there was like the big four top clans that everyone respected and that everyone recognized as the best clans. Now, some of these people that I'm mentioning, you wouldn't say that they're the best necessarily, but they're at least well known and known to be at least decently good. So there was like Final Boss, Team Excellence was pretty good, Invigorates, and then FTR, which is the one I was in. And the first, they weren't official Sweaties, right? They kind of just matched into each other on accident, and they're like super intense games. Like people, because at that point in the time the meta was more like Hawkmoon and sniper type stuff. Nobody used Blink, of course Xbox, because they didn't have Hawkmoon and all that. They were exposed to the whole entire Blink, Thorn, Shotgun, Last Word type of era before everyone else on PlayStation was. But at that point, it was like Hawkmoon, snipers, and gunslingers, and like Titans for the most part. So people would pretty much just hide in the back of the map, hard scope and stuff. A lot of the matches that I played in when I matched against people like this, any people that somebody recognized or was like afraid of or recognized as good, and if we knew who they were when we were about to go into the lobby, people camped pretty hard. Most of the games ended because of time limit, not the score limit. So the initial start of competitive Destiny, or quote-unquote competitive Destiny against other good players, was extremely passive and extremely slow. Now, fast forward like 3 to 4 months, that's when like official Sweaties started. The first people that I'm aware of to start Sweaties was Invigorate. That was back when they actually had like a good team, when they had like Lumi, Gatorstoke, Lucky Charms, Scamp, etc. And what they would do is they would just queue into each other in control and play control and practice for their control team. And they were the first people that I knew, at least, that I have record of, that started playing Sweaties from the very beginning. This was I'm pretty sure this was like December or January. Like, it was a really long time ago. I think my first Sweaty was like in February or something, sometime around there. I think it was like January, February, but they did it like a few months earlier than I did. And they started out really popular. A ton of people loved them. I still remember it was like every Friday night. This was some of the best Destiny Sweaty experience that I think me and other people that were a part of these Sweaties can recognize as the beginning and the most fun that I've had in Sweaties. Although it was a little bit shotgun heavy because it was control. And I was still caught in the Hawkmoon sniper phase when everyone else was using Thorn and Shotgun. It's still really fun because we had 12 really good people that were not known pretty much at all within the community at that point. We're just all 12 random people that were pretty good at the game, and we assembled. We picked teams like schoolyard pick style, where people. They would pick the captains, the hosts that lived near each other, and they would pick the teams that would queue into one another. And I remember meeting Frostbolt, the bad BK I met on the forums, because he was trash talking. I think or FTR, the clan that I was in at the time. Insanity, pretty sure was a buddy of the bad BK, and my friend Ultra Garbage. And I remember Real Crafty back in the day, a long time ago. He had 8 viewers, and he was the guy that used to run around in Rumble only using a fusion rifle. And the people in my clan would go in his streams and talk trash and stuff. And Crafty, because he was number 1 in DTR at that point, posted something on the Bungie forums advertising the stream, saying, "Hey, I'm the number 1 DTR Destiny player in the world. Come watch me stream at twitch.tv/realcrafty." And basically, we blew up that forum post because all the people kept talking trash to him, trash talking him repeatedly. And what we didn't realize at the time, or what they didn't realize, because I wasn't really on it much, I was saying GGs and good games because we played each other earlier. Me and my buddies from school matched against him and actually Inspire. That's how I met Inspire. That was 9 months ago. If you don't know who Inspire is, he's in our clan now. I am, and he played with me in a few tournaments. But anyways, moving on. Some of the best people and my favorite people to play with and the coolest and the people that make me laugh the most while I'm playing, I've met through Sweaties. So I'm very, very fortunate to be included. And like the whole entire path that I went through to be included within the Destiny community, it was very long and fortunate. It was like a ton of, it's like the butterfly effect, where like one thing leads to another, and if any one thing along that way was different, then I wouldn't end up playing Sweaties or making YouTube videos, etc. So it all kind of worked out perfectly, I guess. But anyways, moving on past the origin of Sweaties to what do I think that Destiny can become an official competitive game, and do I think that it can make it anywhere within game battles, MLG, etc. Personally, right now, at least with the current state of the game, obviously there's no private matches, so that's a very, very limiting factor. But I do think that once private matches come out, the whole mechanics of the game as a whole don't really feel that competitive. Especially right now, it runs at 30 frames per second, and it's really, really clunky, especially for competitive games. A lot of competitive first-person shooters that you see out there right now are 30 or are 45 to 60 frames or higher. So I think that could be some type of limiting factor. But overall, I do think, the game itself, like in its current state, no. But if you do tweak, a few things here and there, adjust shotguns, maybe fix, I don't know, it's controversial whether the Titan skating is broken. A lot of people are like, no, because Titans suck, and that's the only thing they have. That's what I was saying too, but it seems like when it comes to the point where we're nerfing everything but Titan skating, we're just going to have a ton of, Titans running around super fast, like super high speed with shotguns. And as far as competitive play, I don't think that's what anyone wants to see. But I think with the introduction of rules like legendary, weapons only, limits on shotguns, snipers, etc. Basically, just once private matches come out, so that we can set our own rules and limit them ourselves, and then once we hand that over to game battles or any type of competitive video game or first-person shooter organization, if they come out with a set of rules that are best suited for competitive play, then we can try those out, and there's a decent chance that it can go competitive. Destiny will not be competitive for sure in Destiny 1, but moving on, maybe in Destiny 2 or 3, it has the potential if Bungie does the right things, makes the right adjustments, and of course has to put private matches in. But overall right now, there's a few things obviously that need to be tweaked, but I do personally think that Destiny at some point within its lifespan can become a competitive game. Of course, there's going to be people that are going to have to support it. There's a ton of huge streamers that play Sweaties, YouTubers that play Sweaties. I know Nkooch was like making a few videos and talking on Twitter about promoting the quote-unquote competitive Destiny community and how he wanted to turn Destiny into a competitive game. So if there's enough people behind it, I definitely do think that it's possible. But as of right now in its current state, I do not think so. But that's basically going to wrap it up for the video today. If you guys did enjoy the discussion today, feel free to drop a like down below and subscribe so you do not miss any type of video in the future. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the second official chill commentary on my channel. Goodbye.